Deep beneath the streets of London lies one of the world's most secure and mysterious locations, the gold vaults of the Bank of England. Today, we're unlocking the doors to one of the most protected places in Britain and revealing what really goes on inside. A fortress below London's streets. Beneath the bustling streets of London lies a heavily guarded treasure chest unlike anything most people have ever seen. The Bank of England's gold vaults hold over 400,000 bars of gold, stacked on blue shelves like bricks of fortune. These vaults stretch out like a golden labyrinth, a high-security world that makes Fort Knox look like a neighborhood bank. Buried several stories underground, the facility is built to withstand terrorist attacks, bombings, and even direct hits from military-grade weapons. The thick, reinforced concrete walls, airlocked steel doors, and 24/7 armed guards are just the beginning. It's not just the sheer volume of gold, it's the silence, the precision, and the almost reverent way the Bank of England treats every single bar that makes it so captivating. Access is highly restricted, granted only to a select few with top-level security clearance, and even they must follow strict protocols. Electronic surveillance systems monitor every angle, tracking movement with pinpoint accuracy. Humidity and temperature are carefully regulated to preserve the bars in pristine condition. The atmosphere inside the vaults is clinical yet awe-inspiring, a blend of cutting-edge technology and age-old trust, billions beneath our feet. Each bar in the vault weighs around 400 troy ounces, or approximately 27.4 pounds. At current market prices, one of those glimmering blocks goes for well over $800,000. Multiply that by the hundreds of thousands of bars stored, and you're looking at over $300 billion worth of gold hidden in plain sight beneath central London. This is not gold for decoration. It's not on display. It's not for show. This is strategic reserve-grade gold, used by central banks, governments, and international organizations to anchor economic stability. When you're holding physical gold at this level, you're playing the long game in global finance. The gold is meticulously cataloged and verified through rigorous audits to ensure authenticity and accuracy down to the last ounce. Each bar bears unique serial numbers, refinery marks, and precise weight stamps, providing full traceability. For the institutions that store their reserves here, confidence in the system is paramount. This isn't just about wealth, it's about trust, power, and positioning in the global financial hierarchy. Gold in this vault doesn't just sit idle, it quietly reinforces the backbone of international monetary policy. Who actually owns it? It's a fair question. Who does all that gold actually belong to? Only a fraction of it belongs to the United Kingdom. The Bank of England acts primarily as a custodian, a glorified high-security safe deposit box for the rest of the world. Foreign central banks, governments, and financial institutions rent space in the vaults to store their gold. Think of it as Switzerland meets Fort Knox, with the British touch of quiet discretion. Countries like Canada, Germany, and even Venezuela have held gold in London's vaults. The reasons: safety, convenience for trade, and trust in the centuries-old institution. The gold stored there rarely moves physically. It's mostly transferred between account holders on paper, allowing for swift and efficient settlements. The location also supports the global gold market centered in London, giving it both liquidity and prestige. In times of crisis, nations often prefer to keep their reserves in such a secure, globally recognized hub. For many, the vaults under London's streets symbolize not just security, but stability in an uncertain world. The vault's ultra-secure design. Security here isn't just next level, it's practically science fiction. The vault doors themselves weigh nearly 17 tons and are locked with a combination of voice recognition, keypad access, and time-delayed locks. Even employees with clearance only have access to specific parts of the vault, and they're constantly monitored by motion sensors and CCTV. To move a single gold bar requires a specific protocol. Workers use white gloves to avoid direct contact, preventing any potential corrosion or contamination. The temperature and humidity are tightly regulated. No metal detectors, no shortcuts. Everything is recorded, and even one misplaced bar triggers a full-blown internal audit. The procedures reflect more than just caution. They underscore the almost sacred status gold holds in the global financial system. Each step, from unlocking the vault to handling a single bar, is executed with ceremonial precision. Security drills are conducted regularly, and contingency protocols are reviewed to respond to any imaginable threat. It's not just about protecting metal, it's about preserving trust in one of the world's most critical financial sanctuaries. The bank's reputation rests on this unyielding commitment to security and secrecy. Why is so much gold stored here? There's a reason the Bank of England has earned the world's trust for over 3 centuries. It's all about reputation, consistency, and neutrality. London remains one of the top financial capitals of the world. So when governments want to store gold in a place that's secure, politically stable, and tightly regulated, they choose London. Plus, keeping gold in London makes it easier for financial institutions to trade it quickly and efficiently. Instead of shipping gold back and forth across oceans, banks can transfer ownership on paper while the physical gold stays put. That's called a gold clearing system, and it keeps the vault humming behind the scenes of trillion-dollar markets. The system is managed by the London Bullion Market Association, which sets the global standards for gold trading and settlement. With real-time transaction capabilities and tight regulatory oversight, it allows for seamless, low-risk exchanges between major players. This efficiency is critical in today's fast-moving financial world, where a delay of even minutes can cost millions. Gold stored at the Bank of England isn't just sitting idle. It's constantly in motion, financially speaking, powering global trades, hedges, and reserves. Its presence underpins London's status as a hub of transparency, liquidity, and trust in the precious metals market. Not just a storage facility, it's a power statement. Storing gold in the Bank of England isn't just about safety, it's about prestige and influence. If your nation's reserves are housed in the heart of London's financial district, it sends a clear message. We're playing on the world stage. Gold is emotional. It's symbolic. It represents power in a tangible form. In moments of crisis, like wars, financial crashes, or political instability, countries lean on their gold reserves like a lifeboat, and many of them trust the Bank of England to hold that lifeboat for them until the storm passes. The unseen workforce. Behind the massive steel doors is a small, elite team of vault operators. These aren't your everyday bankers. These are highly trained, vetted specialists who treat every gold bar like it's the Hope Diamond. Most have worked in the bank for decades, and they operate under strict rules of confidentiality. They're quiet, precise, and deeply aware of the global weight, both literal and metaphorical, of the gold they handle. Once a bar enters the vault, it's cataloged, weighed, and placed in a specific location. The bank maintains an unmatched record-keeping system, ensuring they can trace every bar to its rightful owner, down to the smallest gram. Nothing is left to chance. Operators are trained in specialized protocols for handling, logging, and inspecting gold. They use calibrated equipment to verify weight and purity, and all records are securely backed up in multiple layers of data systems. Many of these professionals undergo regular security evaluations and advanced training to stay current with evolving threats. Their work isn't glamorous, but it's vital, anchoring the trust of nations, financial systems, and international markets. In many ways, they are silent guardians of global economic confidence, operating far from the public eye, but at the center of international stability. Secret, but not that secret. Despite the secret reputation, the Bank of England has allowed occasional media access to the vaults in recent years. That said, photography is heavily restricted, and reporters are accompanied by a security escort the entire time. No wandering, no phones, no surprises. Even the most sanitized footage reveals an incredible sense of awe. It's not just rows of gold bars, it's rows of human history. Wars have been fought over less. Entire economies have hinged on these bars being in the right place at the right time. The gold standard and beyond. While the world moved away from the gold standard decades ago, physical gold is still a pillar of global finance. It's the fallback when currencies fail, the benchmark when markets crash, and the symbol of sovereign wealth. In fact, the recent rise of inflation and political uncertainty has rekindled interest in gold, with several nations increasing their reserves once again. Where do they send it? Often straight to London. And the Bank of England's vaults keep taking in more. Even in the age of crypto, AI, and paperless finance, there's something reassuring about a 27-pound bar of gold stored beneath the world's oldest central bank. It's timeless, it's weight you can feel, it's trust you can't fake. Because at the end of the day, when currencies crash and systems fail, everyone still believes in one thing: gold never lies. From Cold War secrets to royal reserves, the Bank of England's vaults aren't just about money. They're a symbol of global power and trust. If this glimpse into hidden wealth fascinated you, like, subscribe, and let us know which secret stronghold you want to explore next.